great Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending where you're listening from. All right, another breakthrough, massive breakthrough, victory everywhere, from our Prime Minister to our leader, Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Right now, a court in Kenya has awarded our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 10 billion Kenya shilling, which is 120 million naira, for damages, claiming that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, abduction, and rendition to Nigeria. That is kidnapping. So the Kenya has found, the Kenya court has fined Kenya's government 120 million naira. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has, won in Kenya courts. So this is a very good news to Biafrans, to our freedom, and to the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Well, before I go to the news, I would like to say this. This is a very welcoming news. Very, very welcoming news, and good news as well to Biafrans and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in particular. But the main thing Biafrans are requesting is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. All this money awarding, after all, Nigerian government awarded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu last 2 years about 500 million naira, which the money have not been paid up to today, and another money. All this award here is good, but we want the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's all Biafrans are asking for. But like I said, it's a very welcoming news as well. So let's go to the news. It says a high court in Nairobi, Kenya, has ruled that the abduction and the detention of indigenous people of Biafra IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and his subsequent rendition to Nigeria in June 2021 were unlawful and illegal. Delivering judgment, Justice E.C. Mawati held that the action of both the Kenya and the Nigerian government amounted to gross violation of Kanu's fundamental human rights as protected by their respective constitution. The court also awarded Kanu 10 million Kenya shillings in compensatory damages against the Kenya government for his role in the unlawful abduction and the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Justice E.C. Mawati said, having considered the pleading and the argument by parties, the decision railed on the Constitution and the law, I came to the following conclusion. First, the government of Kenya violated the Constitution and Mr. Nnamdi Kanu's rights and fundamental freedom. Having entered Kenya lawfully, he was subjected to the protection offered by the Constitution of Kenya 2010, and the government of Kenya had an obligation to uphold and protect his rights and fundamental freedoms. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu was, however, abducted, kept in solitary confinement, tortured, and denied food and medication, a breach of basic rights. He was chained, humiliated, ridiculed, and held in contempt, and later forcibly removed from Kenya without following the law, in violation of his rights and fundamental freedom, for which the government of Kenya is liable. Good. Based on the above conclusion, the court makes the following declaration, and the order is considered appropriate. A declaration is hereby issued that the abduction of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu Okwe held him in a communicado confinement, torturing him and denying him food, water, medication, and other basic necessities was a violation of his right and fundamental freedoms. A declaration is hereby issued that the abduction and subsequent forcible removal of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria was a violation of laws of Kenya, his right and fundamental freedoms, including freedom of movement, security of the person guaranteed by the Constitution of Kenya 2010, and therefore the unconstitutional and illegal. An order for compensation is hereby issued awarding Mr. Nnamdi Kanu general damage of 10 million Kenya shilling, which is equivalent of 119 million naira, against the Attorney General of Kenya on behalf of the government of Kenya for the violation of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu constitutional rights and fundamental freedom. Meanwhile, the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has held the judgment as a landmark victory, saying it vindicates the group's long-standing position since what is described as the sham and trial of its leader in Nigeria. A statement signed by the IPOP, the indigenous people of Biafra, which is to formally announce a resounding judicial earthquake that has shaken the legal foundation of the fundamental rendition of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. In his historic, courageous, and landmark judgment delivered on June 24, 2025, the High Court of Kenya, sitting in Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, found that the abduction, incommunicado, detention, torture, and illegal transfer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021 was unlawful, unconstitutional, and a gross violation of his fundamental human rights under Kenya and the international law. This judgment vindicates our consistent position that whatever transpired in Nairobi June 2021 was not extradition, but extraordinary rendition, a criminal act of state-sponsored international terrorism involving the highest authority of the Nigeria and Kenya government. So my brothers and sisters, we are winning. We are winning in every angle, in every shape. We are winning. Yes, this is what we have been crying for. And finally, justice has been prevailed on our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Like I said before, this is a very good news and welcoming news. But what we want finally is the release, freedom of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then all this compensation will follow. But at this moment in time, what Biafrans want is the freedom, total freedom, release of our leader from the hands of the Nigerian government. So this is good news, and Biafrans have also reacted to this. This is a very welcoming news to us, to our freedom, and to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless you all. Thank you, and leave your comment. Bye.